All about these delicious heirloom tomatoes. We all know an heirloom tomato is the most yummy tomato that exists. Those are the ones that actually have the best flavor. They're the ones that you cook with. They're the ones that you serve in your salads. If you're doing a Greek salad or a caprese, well, we're gonna bring you a set of 3 of these juicy heirloom tomatoes, live plants from Girl Next Door, and we have it for you at a $5.60 easy pay. So now's your chance to pick them up. And 132223 is your item number. If you're sitting there and you've never purchased with us before and you're like, wait a minute, it's way too early to get my tomatoes, don't worry. We'll ship them out to you when it's time for you to plant them, but you want the best ones and the best quality. I'm not even going to wait for the doorbell. Carolyn Gracie, come on in. And
there's the doorbell. I'm sorry, but
is.
this is such a heavy tomato. It's ginormous. Hi, you guys.
Is that the mortgage, honey? Is the mortgage lifter?
The mortgage lifter.
Oh my God.
It's a 2-pound tomato.
Really?
So, yes. And
I was telling Sandra a story about how I went to a Beverly Hills farmer's market.
Yes.
Heirloom tomatoes were $11 a pound. I walked out with 2 tomatoes. I spent $22. For $28, you can get 3 plants.
Well, that was Beverly Hills, but at any grocery store, they're expensive.
Well, and you can't even necessarily find them at grocery stores because these are the type of tomatoes that are so delicious, but they're not bred to sit on shelves.
No,
Yeah,
the skin,
right.
the skin is
soft,
thin.
yeah.
They're not bred to be transported. And so I
I'm
just
gonna
want
move
you to
that.
see, I just got my growing guide, all juicy. But here is what you're talking about. This is the meat of the tomato.
Yeah.
Most tomatoes don't have all this. It's filled with juice and seeds and the thick skin. That's because they grow them to be picked by a machine and brought in bulk to the grocery store. And you know what that does? They have 0 flavor. If you've never tasted one of these heirloom tomatoes and all you ever had are grocery store tomatoes, it's like a different planet.
Carolyn just cut that tomato. The whole set smells like a fresh, ripe, delicious tomato.
And it's red all the way through. Did you ever cut a tomato and it's white inside?
Well,
look at that tomato.
So what you're going to get is 3 plants. And Sandra, do you want to show them?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
So these are smaller than what you're going to be getting because when we ship them to you, they will have been growing for a while longer.
Yes.
But you're going to get 1 of each kind. And yes, they are marked with a letter, A, B, or C, on the packaging. And there's on the growing guide on the back page, it tells you which one is which.
Okay.
In case you want to keep one and give one or something.
Go through the 3 varieties, starting with that Cherokee Purple, which wins awards for being the most delicious tomato.
Okay, so this is a Cherokee Purple, and this one is going to be over a pound. You can see that beautiful purple color, and when you cut into it, it does win all the awards for the most flavorful tomato. And heirloom tomatoes are something that, you know, you remember from childhood.
Yeah.
These are the tomatoes
look at this.
that your grandma used to grow on the farm. I mean, they are sorry, I have blue dye on my hands. Don't worry, I don't have a contagious disease. But this is something that when you taste it, you'll be transported back to when you were a little guy.
That's the one you want to turn into a caprese.
Yes.
That's the one that you want to kind of put like a balsamic glaze over top. That's what they do at the fancy restaurants.
And then we cut into the mortgage lifter, and then
we
also have the Dixie Golden Giant. So you're going to get this one, which is a 2.5 pound. Actually, wait, I mixed that up. The mortgage lifter is 2.5 pounds. This is a 2-pound tomato when you grow it.
Wow.
And as it gets bigger, it develops red striations running through the center, so it makes a beautiful presentation.
Yeah, it actually, yours, once you pick it, will be even more beautiful inside. These are a little early.
Yeah, so we just wanted to get them here for you for the presentation. So you're getting 1 of each, and here they are what's called an indeterminate tomato. So I'm going to have a bite of this before I go for any further.
Well, you know, they taste so
Make yourself a tomato sandwich.
good. I will make one for myself. Thank you.
Indeterminate tomatoes mean they keep producing. So you're going to get your tomatoes starting late summer, August, and then most tomatoes stop producing by the end of August.
Okay.
You're done. But this set of 3 will keep producing fruit well into the fall. So you're going to get tons and tons of tomatoes. They're going to be big, juicy, and so flavorful. They need a lot of sunshine. Here's how you grow them if you've never grown them before. Isn't that good?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
The flavor
is
outrageous when you pick a tomato from your garden.
That was the Cherokee Purple. Here's the mortgage lifter. Big, red, juicy tomato. 2.5 pounds per tomato. Now, they won't all be that big, but most of them will. And then, of course, you have the Dixie Golden Giant as well. So You want to put them in the ground or in a pot. The pot needs to be 18 to 24 inches big. So big whiskey barrel if you don't want to plant them in the ground. By the way, Sandra's holding a
I just want to show you.
canned jar of 1 tomato.
This is, okay, you guys ready for this? This is 1 mortgage lifter.
Wow.
That's how big these tomatoes get.
Is that like a sauce?
It's just, I think it's just canned tomatoes.
Canned-
just
like
like
stewed
canned,
tomatoes?
yeah,
Oh,
like
stewed tomatoes, yeah.
But this is 1 tomato.
I have an aunt that knows how to turn tomatoes into like a jam.
She needs
Like a
these.
tomato jam.
So-
need these.
She grows them every year.
So continuing, it's easy to grow these, you guys. You need a sunny location. You need a container, a pot, or spaced out in the ground for each one. You need a tomato cage.
Oh, yes, you do.
Because these will get between 5 and 6 feet tall, and they need support.
Well,
Well,
they're
you
heavy.
want that for an
Yeah.
heirloom tomato, right? Like the vine has to be able to hold it.
Right, it's not a cherry tomato. We're talking about a plant that's going to have to
Yeah.
hold a bunch of
But they're
tomatoes up to
just
2.5 pounds each.
So delicious. I mean, we got to do this. Here comes an Alberti and you too, Sandra, as the food hosts around here.
Look at that.
There's a little balsamic vinaigrette on top
Listen,
of that.
this has been really popular today. Over how many have been spoken about? Close to 2,000 orders placed just today.
They're delicious.
$5.60 gets them home. This is my thing right over here, like a Greek salad. Add your favorite red onion, sprinkle
good.
some feta over top. Maybe you're adding some peppers, but today's your day to pick them up.
I know people that just take these and eat them like an apple.
That's
They're
the
so
way.
good. You don't even cut them.
Whenever my grandfather would take me into the garden, he would just pick it
And
right
the
off the vine.
skin is so thin. It's not like most tomatoes have that really thick skin.
Just wanted to let you know, if you're going to get big mortgage lifters and Cherokee Purples and
Get the
those-
tomato fertilizer.
Get the tomato fertilizer. It is
good.
really worth it. It's from Roberta's. It guarantees that your plants get all the nutrients they need.
Last super fast tip, plant these with marigolds and or lavender to keep the pests away and to attract the pollinators to your tomato patch.
Oh, perfect. Can we come over here and show what might be the cutest garden furniture of the
gosh,
season?
So
Yes.
this is my last new thing for today, everybody. This is my critter table with expandable wings. Look how cute it is. So
I'm going to hold it up and let the wings come down.
Sandra's holding the black one with the wings closed. It